Hey guys, this is Mr. Decker. This is lesson 12 in the Express course, and we're doing while loops with the farmer. So we have worked on doing repeat loops and nested loops, but now we're going to learn how to use while loops. They're a little bit different, and we'll learn about that difference as we go through the lesson. So the computer science standard for today is decomposing and breaking down problems into smaller manageable subproblems to facilitate the program development process. The essential question is, what is the difference between a while loop and a normal repeat loop? This entire lesson is on code.org. Make sure you are signed in on code.org with your school Google account. Your grade for this lesson will be based on your programming in the lesson on code.org. Watching the video that you're already watching is mandatory, so watch this video as you work your way through the lesson on code.org. And best practice, as always, is to watch me do a step, pause the video, and then complete that step on code.org. Repeat until you're finished. There is no need to submit anything on this assignment page. All work for this assignment will be completed on code.org. There is a text entry box for this assignment, but it isn't necessary. It's just there because Canvas is weird and it needs to have some kind of submission option for you for me to be able to put the grade into Canvas and have it then converted over to PowerSchool. It's a whole complicated mess. But anyway, here we are. So let's jump over to code.org. And navigation, as always, is pretty simple. If you forget, here we are. We're on the dashboard. My class sections are always at the top. Yours might be down at the bottom. But if you land on the dashboard, you can always just click Express Course right there. And it'll take you to the Express Course, naturally. And then you can scroll down and find while loops with the farmer, lesson 12, and jump into bubble 1. And it says, "Hi, I'm a farmer. I need your help to flatten the field on my farm so it's ready for planting. Move to the pile of dirt and use the remove block to remove it." Okay. So we've got the farmer right here. And here's the pile of dirt that we need to remove, I'm assuming. It's just a tiny pile of dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4 times we need to move forward. And it looks like right now we're not using the repeat block or the while block yet. All right, did it in 3 lines of code. It didn't apparently give me a limit on that. That's okay. But we did it. Okay, moving forward. Bubble 2. All right, so bubble 2 says, move to the hole and fill it with 6 shovelfuls of dirt using the fill block. Okay, so I need to move forward just 1 time. And then I need to fill it with 6 shovelfuls of dirt. So I'll use the repeat block, run that 6 times, and we'll do fill 1. And that should fill that hole, right? Okay, pretty simple stuff so far. Okay, let's move on to bubble 3. And it says, move to the pile of dirt and tell me how many shovelfuls to remove. Use as few blocks as possible to solve this puzzle. So this time we've got 4 blocks to work with. So we need to move forward once, and then we'll repeat, let's see, 10 times, because we can see the number 10 on the pile there. And we're going to remove. That's 4 blocks that it allows us to use. Let's run it. And we're successful. All right, moving on. So far, these are pretty simple. All right, now we're about to learn about the while blocks. So let's learn with this Pinterest engineer.
While loops are pretty similar to what you do in everyday life. Imagine you are washing your car. you will keep scrubbing until it's clean. So while it's not clean, continue to scrub. So you're evaluating these things all the time. Hey there, we've got a new loop to help your farmer out. It's called a while loop. It's pretty simple actually. While a statement at the top is true, do something. For example, while there's a pile, remove one shovelful. Go ahead and give it a try with your farmer.
So in programming, this is what's called a conditional, just like we were learning with the if and if then and if then else blocks that we were using before. It's a conditional. So if one thing is true, then your program will do something. So like he explained there with the car analogy, if the car is dirty, then you will continue washing the car. When the car is clean, you will stop washing the car, right? These are conditionals. Just like we would use in real life, we would apply conditionals, these if-then scenarios or while-do scenarios, to computer programming. So it's just a logic thing. You would not continue to wash a car when the car is clean, right? Unless you have an issue and that spot just won't rub out or whatever it is, right? But anyway, let's take a closer look at this bubble here. Look closely at the code below. What will happen after you click run? Okay, so let's look at the code. So when run, move forward. So she's going to come to right here where the pile is. And while there is a pile, do remove one. So as long as there is a number greater than 0 there, meaning that there is still pile left, she's going to continue to remove 1. So by the time it's finished, there shouldn't be a pile anymore, because once there is no pile anymore, the code will stop running and she'll be finished removing the pile. So let's look at the options here. Now, what will happen after you click run? Nothing will happen. That's definitely not the case. The farmer will never stop removing dirt. That's not the case, because while there is a pile, right? While there is a pile, she'll be removing, but when that condition is no longer met, meaning there's no longer a pile there because she's removed the whole thing, she will stop removing or stop digging, and there will no longer be, or it will no longer be running the program. The farm will remove dirt as long as there is a pile, then stop when the pile is gone. Or D, I don't know. I'm going to go with C because that's the most logical choice at the moment. All right, we were right. All right, bubble 6. I don't know how much dirt is in the pile. Help the farmer remove this entire pile using a while loop. So this time we don't have a number here. So this is where the while loop becomes important, because sometimes when you run a program, you're not sure how long the condition will have to be met. So a while loop ends up being what you use. We have to do this in 4 blocks. That's going to be fairly simple. While there is a pile, remove 1. Our options are while there's a hole or while there's a path ahead. So let's see how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nice. Now, isn't that so much simpler than having to, if you were to say move forward, remove 1, 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 right? Running that 14 times, that could get a little aggravating. But instead, right, the code gets simplified with logic, with while loops, with conditionals. Continue. All right, bubble 7. Help me remove all of this dirt. Ooh, wow. Okay, so let's see. Now our code is going to get a little more interesting. So we need to use a repeat block here. And let's nest that. While there is a pile, remove 1, right? Let's see if that works. Nope. Yep, maybe. There we go. It's working. That initial sound kind of made me think it wasn't going to work. It was like crunch. Sweet. And oh, okay, yeah, we did it correctly because it said we needed to do it in 5 blocks. I wasn't paying attention to that. Let's run it again. That crunch, man, it kills me. And these sound effects are interesting again, but not quite as uncomfortable as the bee, if you remember. All right, look at all of those holes. Each one needs a different amount of dirt. You can use the while loop to easily fill them all. Okay, so in our workspace, we have a limit of 10 blocks. The win run block already uses 1. I'm still annoyed with that. So all of these holes need to be filled. All right, so obviously we're going to be making some different moves here. So let me think on this one a bit, and I will be right back. All right, so let's give this a shot. I did a little bit of thinking, not a whole lot, maybe just a few seconds. So I actually didn't really even need to pause, which is interesting. I should have just left it going live. So let's try move forward. And then while there is a hole, let's see, we'll need to turn right. And then move forward again. And while there is a hole, we'll turn left here. And that gets us around. And then, okay, let's see. Fill 1 and fill 1. All right, and then I'm going to pull this out because I think I need to put it in a repeat. Whoop. Need to grab it all. Boop. And how many times do I need that to repeat? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. We'll run it and see what happens. Oh, we did it too many times. Yeah, so let me try 3. I think that'll get it, guys. Yeah! All right. So I weirdly miscounted, but basically the way this code is working, she moves forward, she fills, she turns right, she fills, she turns left, she fills, she turns, you get it. So it's just running through this sequence 3 times. So this is an interesting use of both the repeat block and the while block. The repeat block is not really a conditional. You're just telling the computer to run the code that's inside it, right? The number of times you want it to run, and you tell that there. And then within that, right, we needed her to move forward, and then while there is a hole, fill it. Then she turns right to face down. She fills it. Then she turns left and then moves forward. So it's, it's going to go zoop back up to the top and then continue working its way through it. So let's run the steps, right? Move forward. Fill 1, fill 1, fill 1. because it's just going to repeat this while. While there is a hole, it's going to fill it. And then step is turning right, move forward, and then it's going to, while there is a hole, fill, and then turn left, and then zoop back up to the top to move forward again. And then while there is a hole, fill one. While there is a hole, fill one. Turn right, move forward. While there is a hole, while there's a hole, while there's a hole, right? And then it will turn left, move forward, fill, 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 while there's a hole. Turn right, move forward, and then fill, 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 fill. So, yeah, we got it. Continue. Bubble 9. It's, oh gosh, what does it say here? You'll need to use the while path ahead block in order to solve this puzzle. Okay. We can do that. And then it says up here, fill in the hole at the end of each of these paths. Okay, so we've got to do this in 6 blocks. Wow, and she's got a long way to go. So while path ahead, move forward. Then turn left. Where is it? There it is. We've already used 4 blocks. Maybe while path ahead, fill 1. Or whoops. That wrong. Oh, I see. I can change the wording here. While there is a hole, because these are all holes, not piles. Fill 1. That's 6 blocks. This should run correctly, maybe, hopefully. So it's continuing to run this over and over again because it's looking for a hole, but it's not finding it. Now it's found it. Oh, you know what? I need to repeat. But I can only do this in 6 blocks. I need these 2 conditionals. Let me think on this one for a second. I'll be right back. All right. I've thought about it, and I think I know what to do now. So while there's a path ahead, she's going to be moving forward, running this while loop right here. But then she gets here. There's no path ahead anymore because she hits the end of the path, right? Well, I feel like I can use a repeat loop, and I don't need to use the while there is a hole. So I'm going to throw this in the trash. I'm going to grab my repeat block, put this in it. I need to run it. Let's see. What else do I need to add? It needs to turn left. She needs to fill. And I shouldn't need to use the while there is a hole block because when she gets here to the end of the path, she'll stop moving forward. So it'll move to the next part of the code because this will no longer be true. She'll turn left and fill 1. I need to do that 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Let's try it. Run. All right. The moment of truth. Okay. That worked. I was right. Okay. And then the condition's no longer met, so she will turn left and fill. And the condition should not be met anymore. Turn left and fill, and then... Sweet. All right, and we did it in the correct number of blocks. Okay. Woo! I like it. We're thinking about the programming. All right, this is a challenge puzzle. Usually the challenge puzzles are a little bit harder. They try to stretch our brains, man. Mental exercise. All right, just to do the best that you can. All right, I'm ready to do the best I can. Whew. Okay, let's see. All right, so for this one, it might be very similar to what we just did. But this time she's going to be turning right. So we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this time. So repeat block. It's already set up for 5. We're going to let's see, while path ahead, move forward, and then this time she's turning right instead of left, and we're going to fill. Well, no, that won't work, but we need the while loop this time. So while there is a hole, fill one. That should work. We've got 7 blocks to work with. Let's see if it works. I think it's going to work, you guys. Okay. Awesome. So far, so good. Keep going, little farmer lady. I love how code.org runs through the sequence in the code. You can see exactly what part of the code it's reading while it's doing it. So now we're running that while path ahead. Move forward. Can't move forward anymore, so it turns right and then runs. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I need to run it 6 times. Let's see. Oh, it goes through this slow. All right. I wish you could speed this up like you could with the when we're Anna or Elsa or whichever one it is from Frozen. Sorry, I don't know which. I'm not real great with my Frozen canon lore stuff, so I apologize. But whichever one it is, Anna or Elsa. Okay, yeah, it was just I didn't have enough repeats in my loop. I wish you could speed the programming up. All right, flatten all of these piles using as few blocks as possible. We're doing this in 6 blocks, so all right, we're gonna repeat. So now these are getting a little bit samey. 1, 2, 3 times, and while path ahead, move forward, and then turn left and fill, or not fill, but remove one this time. And I think that'll get it, because it will, while path ahead, move forward. When she gets to the end of a path, she'll turn left and then remove one. There's only one in the pile, so it should work. So far, so good. Sweet action. Continuing on. Bubble 12. Flatten all of these piles using as few blocks as possible. Okay. Oh, these ones where she turns left and right. They make my brain explode a little bit. Just a little bit. We've got multiple piles this time. We've got 10 blocks to do it in. We'll have to use multiple while loops this time, probably because we've got a question mark. We don't know how big this pile is necessarily. How many shovelfuls? We don't know. Okay, I'm going to think on this one and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I think we're going to have to use a repeat block. And we're going to throw a move forward in here, move forward in here. And then while there is a pile, remove one. And then she needs to turn left and move forward again. Only 2 blocks left, and I think it's going to be move forward. And then turn right, I think. Just looking at it, let's run it and see what happens. Move forward, turn right, move forward. While there's a collar, move 1. Turn left, move forward, turn right. Move forward. While there's a power, move 1. Oh, well, keep cutting. There's nothing. Okay. I didn't like the end of that code because she bounces off the end. But I did it in 10 blocks. She caught all the piles. But it won't let me move forward. So maybe I just need to reduce the number of repeats. Let's try 4. Forward, move forward. There's a power, move 1. Turn right. Move forward. There's a pile. Turn left. Move forward. Turn right. Move forward. There's a pile. Turn left. Move forward. Turn right. I did it too many times again. So let's try 3. 3 should get it. Apparently, I can't count on bubble 12. All right. She's going a lot faster through it this time. I appreciate you, code.org. You understand. Okay. Yep. That time we got it. I just repeated too many times. All right, continue. Bubble 13. All right, take a good look at the code below. What will be left at the end of this puzzle? All right, so let's figure it out. So repeat 3 times. And while path ahead, move forward. So she's going to move all the way up here to this hole. While there is a hole, fill it. And then she'll turn right, and then she'll have a path ahead again, going this way. But this isn't a hole, this is a pile. So the program's going to get confused and probably stop right here is my guess. So take a good look at the code below. What will be left at the end of this puzzle? A, nothing in the code will leave only level ground. Definitely not. B, this code will leave the pile completely untouched. This code will leave the holes completely untouched. I'm going to go with B, although this isn't really a complete answer because it's never going to get to this one either. So it's going to leave the pile untouched. Oh, maybe it will get to this one. Let's run it and see. But definitely B is the answer. Turning right, moving forward. It's going to find a pile instead of a hole, but it's going to turn right still because it's going to skip this code. I get it. And then it's going to remove that one, but leave the pile. Okay, cool. Continue. That should be the end of it. All right, yep. All right, cool. So that's the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I had to really do some thinking on some of those. And now I think you understand the difference between a while loop and a repeat loop, right? So the repeat loop will just run the code, whatever you put in there over and over and over again. A while loop is a conditional, like an if-then statement, right? So while something is true, the program will run something. If it is not true, it won't run that code that's inside that while loop. You get it. You get it. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson. Hope you enjoyed this one.